The real estate market has been very unpredictable lately. Interest rates just shot up, inventory still low. So a lot of people are asking what is going to happen with the real estate market in 2022. But what I'm here to talk to you about today are the three main reasons that I think you should go ahead and buy real estate. The main rebuttal that I hear for not buying real estate right now is that prices are going to crash. And just to be clear, the right answer to that is it depends on your market. Some markets are going to go up, some markets are going to go down, but it really depends on where you live and what the demographics are doing. So what I would say is just watch your local market and trust your gut on this, or you can listen to what I have to say, and let's see if we can get to a reasonable conclusion. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Zach Pittman, and I am a loan officer here in North Carolina, but I also invest. I've also wholesaled, I also have sold homes by myself. I've done room-to-room renting, subleasing, and hopefully this year an Airbnb. So I'm here to provide any and all real estate information that I can. And if you get any type of useful information out of this video, make sure to give me a like, and I hope you subscribe. So with that, let's jump into the three reasons I think you should go ahead and buy. And the first one's going to be increased rents. So if you've been paying attention, or if you are renting, you've noticed the cost of renting a place has gone up significantly. One of the reasons this has happened is because of inflation. Inflation has been driving up the cost of renting, and because people can't really get the inventory to buy homes, that drives them into the rental market. And because we have a housing shortage, that means there's more demand for less homes, which also drives up the price of rent. So if you went ahead and rented, then your landlord could always raise the rent. But if you went ahead and bought, then you're locking in not only your rate, but you're locking in how much it's going to cost you to live there. So with increased rents, it makes more sense to buy a house. The second reason to buy a home right now is because of low interest rates. Historically speaking, if you're watching the news this past weekend, the rates actually jumped half a point from roughly 3.2 to 3.6 on average. So we are seeing rates going up. And Goldman Sachs just came out and mentioned that the Fed will most likely raise rates 4 times this year versus the originally predicted 3 times. So even with all that going on, the rates are still historically low. They're under 4. Anything under 4 or 5% is still a fantastic interest rate. So it's not too late to go ahead and buy and grab a great interest rate. And if you're worried about monthly payments, it's better to have a low interest rate than it is to wait for prices of homes to try and drop. The third and last reason why it is smart to buy a home right now is because it's an inflation hedge, meaning as we have inflation, it's going to devalue the strength of your dollar. So what will happen is when you buy a house, that house is protected from it losing value because inflation will consistently increase the cost of that home. So by parking your money into a house or parking your money into something like gold or silver, what happens is your money becomes more protected and will hold its value better because it's a real asset. And for those of you saying, I'm really not buying a house right now, I'm scared of a crash, just remember that the '08 crash was very different. Also keep in mind that millennials are now hitting their peak period of time for buying a house. So it's just very different. I'm not really trying to sway you one way or other. I'm just trying to lay out those 3 reasons why you should buy right now. 1 is because rents are increasing. 2, locking in a low interest rate. And 3, having a hedge to the inflation that's going to happen and is happening now. So I hope you take away something from this video. I hope you make the right decision on what to do. If you're in the position to buy, let me know, and I would love to have a conversation with how you can make that happen. So I will see everyone in the next video.